So this is the new Tecnifibre T-Fight 305S. Racket of the year, maybe? It's absolutely beautiful. But does it play like it? Want to go for a ride? Here we go. What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video. Today we have the Tecnifibre 305S. I know the racket's already out, but I still wanted to give you guys my review. So let's jump right into it. So for this one, right off the bat, guys, it is more headlight balanced than the previous version, which was the ISO. And in my opinion, it makes the difference, and I mean, it's a whole new world, if I could say. It automatically makes it more user-friendly and sprint-friendly too. Also, as you're gonna find out throughout my review, much maneuverability at the net. So for this one, Tecnifibre, they reinforced the RS section beam to basically provide a more powerful response. It is packed with foam, giving it like a solid and plush feel at impact. As you're gonna find out throughout my review, guys, on some shot, I find it kind of like hollow when I was hitting a ball, like, or I should say a shot, but that will be later on. And combined with a 98 square inch racket. Other technologies that Tecnifibre included, I should say, kept the ISOFlex system, which basically creates a more uniform feel across the string bed. So basically it reduces shock, and that one is important though. The power loss on off center shots, which was very helpful in my case. And I was just wondering, guys, do you like the paint job? Because I personally think it's wonderful, but I would like to know your opinion, so feel free to let me know down below. So for me, on ground stroke, it was a fun playtest. I would say it took me about 30 minutes to find my groove and trying to figure out how the racket would react. But after that, it was good. So, first impression of this 305S. You want the good stuff or the bad stuff? Okay, I'll start with the good stuff. If it's in the sweet spot, which means around here, a truly pillow feeling, okay? Stable on my backhand so far, a little bit shaky on my forehand. I feel like if it's not in the sweet spot, like outside, it sails too much for me so far. Might be able to correct it, but that's just what I observed. In the 18-19 pattern, so far, I get tons of spin, which is surprising because usually I don't. So, let's keep going. Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you a quick tip about the Tecnifibre grip shape. Maybe you guys heard of it, or maybe you guys already know. Tecnifibre uses a special kind of grip. I hope you can see it clearly here. It's more of a rectangular shape, meaning this part is higher than this one here. So what that does is, like, some people don't mind it and some just don't like it at all. I would say that if you have like more of older grip style, I would say Eastern, okay? Which means that if you take your index finger, your knuckles, where it should rest on your third bevel, which should be just like this. It should be okay with you. It should be quite comfortable. You shouldn't see too much difference compared to a regular one. On the other hand, if you use like more of a modern grip, like a semi-Western, like pretty much everybody uses these days, or even Western where you got to go all the way back, this is where it might not be as comfortable. But again, feel free to try it, feel free to experiment. I just wanted to share this quick tip with you. Sorry about that audio, guys. I didn't quite realize, well, I should say I didn't know that the light that were lighting up the court were that loud. So My bad for that. Control wise, guys, I would say that the control with this frame was good. Is it the best one that I've tried? It's not, but that's not a knock on the racket. An off-center shot basically is an off-center shot. Some rackets forgives more than others, and I would say that this one would be kind of like in the middle. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. To me, it's a very powerful racket. I tried a few string setup to see which one would suit best for my game, and if I had to do it again, I would string it a little bit tighter than usual. It felt a little bit too launchy sometimes. But on the other hand, generating spin with this frame was very impressive. For an 18-19 string pattern, guys, I did not expect this. Usually I cannot play with a tighter string pattern because I feel like I'm hitting with a plywood, if that makes sense. But with this one, it's not an issue at all. So if we take a look at the specs, guys, there are three major differences. The first one, which is the balance, which is about like 3 points more headlight than the previous version. The swing weight, which is a lot lower. And the stiffness, which is like 1 point a little bit softer. And to me, compared to the previous version, the updates that they did with this one here by reducing the swing weights, for instance, to me it's just a plus. And for the string setup that I chose after trying out a few, I went with the Solinco Hyper G with 54 pounds in the mains and Solinco Confidential with 52 pounds in the crosses. Okay, on the forehand side, I like it. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. Most of the time, the ball's going to go in for some reason wherever you hit it in the sweet spot. It may be not a clean hit every time, but for some reason the ball goes in, so that demonstrates the control that it has. Once you're a little bit late, meaning in my case, I'm not totally like in front where I usually hit, a little bit further back, it sails right away. Not too much vibration, little bit, barely noticeable, if I should say. Not bad. I'll keep going. So yeah, it actually went better and better after like hitting with it more and more, especially on my forehand. Was it always a quality hit? It was not. But most of the time the ball stayed in place, so in my case, that's a big plus for me. Also, I had like an easier time controlling depth on my forehand than on my backhand. After finding my groove, it was definitely something that was nice to feel, if I should say. Direction-wise, it was also good. And again, it was easier on my forehand than on my backhand. I felt like half of the time it was not a clean hit on my backhand. It feels like I had to be exactly in the sweet spot for it to work, which I did not quite encounter on my forehand. But again, guys, it might just be my technique too, but it's just something that I wanted to share with you. But on the other hand, the slice was very nice. I really felt like I could knife the ball and control the direction. So overall, for me on ground stroke, it was pretty nice. Okay, the backhand. It started okay, and then it went rough. It's a bit unstable for me for a one-hander, at least for my one-hander on the backhand. I'm gonna get technical here. You really have to go through the ball for me to be efficient. If you try to play with the wrist and flick it, I don't know, for some reason I cannot get my wrist around to flick it. If it's low, yes, but if it's above the waist, you gotta get through, because I feel like if you do this, for me, it sails too much. Sweet spot is good. Again, once it's there, it's very good. I still have some control on my on backhand when I'm hitting inside out. It's there, but not a bad play test. Not bad. I hope my explanation for the backhand was kind of clear, guys, but I try to explain it the best that I can. But if not, feel free to let me know down below. So on volleys, I would consider this racket a very good option, especially when it comes to absorbing incoming fastball. The feeling was kind of sweet. It's not too much wobbling, which is a plus for me at the net. Quite stable. The weird thing is, I felt sometimes a bit disconnected with the racket. Like I didn't quite feel the ball on the string, kinda. It felt like the ball was bouncing in and out quickly on the string bed. The ball would go in the direction that I wanted to, but I did not have the sensation that I put it there. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. It's not that easy to try to give you guys an explanation, but it's not a bad racket at all at the net. On the contrary, I would actually recommend it. On the volley, overall very stable. On the backhand, like on the forehand. The funny thing is, sometimes I feel disconnected to it. I don't know if it's the RS section. It feels hollow. Like sometimes I feel the ball like really gripping. Like I see strings on the ball, like the feeling of it. This one, sometimes I just hit it. I know it's gonna go where I want to, but I didn't feel it. Maybe that makes sense, I don't know. It's just a feeling that I experienced. But overall, very stable. A little bit. I have an issue direction-wise. A little bit, slightly. But pretty good. On serve, again, this racket was very nice. I felt like it didn't matter where I would hit the ball in the string bed, like those off-center shot that I was talking previously. I would always get like some sort of a quality on the ball, which was really nice actually. Like I also said, it is a powerful racket for me. So I had no problem generating power on the first serve. The slice serve was quite effective in my case. I don't have the biggest of serve, but it's really something that I enjoy, slicing my serve out wide. Even though the string bed spacing is kind of tight, it was not an issue on pretty much any serve. I would say that the kick serve, in my case, just to give you guys an example, 6 out of 10 times I would get a nice kick on the ball. So that was an area where I struggled a little bit with it. Maybe another area might be like I was missing depth sometimes when the ball landed in the service box. But overall, great playtest. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope everything in there was helpful to you. If it did, feel free to give me a like. Also guys, you got any questions or comments regarding this model, feel free to let me know down below. It will be my pleasure answering them. Just a side note guys, I've been doing a lot of videos lately, so you should see a few reviews coming your way. If that's not interesting, stay tuned. Till next time guys, and remember, you got this.